What's up, guys? It's Chris. Here to give my prediction for round two of the Super 6 World Boxing Classic. Andre Ward defending his WBA 168-pound title against Allan Green. Obviously, Allan Green's taking the spot of Jermaine Taylor, who dropped out after his first round defeat at the hands of Arthur Abraham. I've heard some people make complaints about why is Allan Green in the tournament? What has he done to deserve to be in the tournament? Valid to a degree, but would you rather have Jermaine Taylor? No disrespect to Jermaine, but I wouldn't at this point. Obviously, the most appealing option would be Lucian Boutte, but unfortunately, that's not really a possibility at this moment. So I think Allan Green is probably the best person to take that position. Andre Ward's coming off the first round. In the first round of this tournament, the win over Mikhail Kessler, where he pretty much dominated Kessler to take the title. I predicted Kessler to win that fight. Obviously, I was wrong. Allan Green is coming off a unanimous decision win over Tarvis Sims. Not exactly an impressive victory. That was Tarvis was a last-minute replacement. I think he took the fight on a week's notice. So, you got to kind of give Allan Green a break there. But Tarvis Sims is moving up in weight. I think taking the fight on such late notice was actually more of obviously a detriment to him than Allan Green. And Allan just, it wasn't the most impressive performance by him. Definitely not the kind of performance leading into this fight or into this tournament that makes you think he's got a serious shot. Now, they have a common opponent in Edison Miranda, Ward and Green, that is. Andre Ward beat him by unanimous decision pretty easily. Allan Green lost to him by unanimous decision. Now, in that fight, Allan Green was not at 100% health. He was having health issues with the whole colon thing and stuff, but not to say that even if he was 100%, we would be at Edison Miranda. I mean, we'll never know probably, but that's just the case. As for this fight, one thing I want to mention beforehand is something I've mentioned in a couple previous videos in regards to the Super 6. All the fighters in the hometown have won thus far. And this fight is being held in Oakland, Andre Ward's hometown. Now, that's not to go to say that fights are fixed, the judges are biased. It's just a fact of the matter is all the fighters that have won in their hometown thus far have won the fights. So, keep an eye out for that. Plus, don't be surprised if it's a bigger ring. That would benefit Andre Ward, I believe. As for the fight itself, I favor Andre Ward. Better style, faster fighter, a little bit more diverse with his offense, much better footwork. Much better footwork. And, with the win over Kessler, he showed me a lot. I wasn't for sure that he was going to be able to beat Kessler. I thought Kessler, had proven more in his career at that point, which he had. But Andre Ward looked really good in that win over Mikhail Kessler. As for Allan Green, aside from his last fight, I was looking at his resume, his record, and the Tarvis Sims win is probably the biggest win of his career. If you look at the names he's beaten, sure, the win over Jadon Codrington was impressive as far as the way he did it, but hindsight being 2020, Jadon never really went on to do much with his career. So the point I'm trying to make is Allan Green just doesn't have a really that one win, that would make you think that he should be favored or any reason to really pick him to win this fight. However, he does have a good punch. He's got a pretty good, powerful punch, as we saw in the Codrington fight, as we saw in his win over Carlos De Leon. And Ward, chin, I don't want to say it's questionable, but I do think that it's probably his weakest, his most vulnerable point. We have seen him stunned before in fights or dropped by lesser opposition. So obviously Allan Green's biggest chance of winning this fight is landing a big punch and trying to capitalize and finish off Andre Ward. However, I don't see that happening. Andre Ward seems to really have tightened up his defense. And when he's inside, he'll tie up. Maybe, the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. I've already started shooting this video like twice before, and I had to stop it because I kept yawning and I was tired. As a matter of fact, that's why I had to turn on the radio, man, just to wake my ass up. Now, that's probably just because I didn't get the best night's sleep, but maybe it's a foreshadowing of what's coming in this fight. No disrespect to either fighter, but I do think that this fight has the possibility of not being the most exciting or entertaining fight. It may be compelling, but that doesn't mean it's going to be exciting. Just based on the styles, a couple of slick boxers. You know, Allan Green in the the Fight Camp 360 mentioned that Mikhail Kessler, I believe he said couldn't read the music or understand. Basically, he was saying Mikhail Kessler couldn't understand the style, deal with the style that Andre Ward presented, whereas Allan Green can because he employs a similar style and he's faced off against fighters in the amateurs that employ similar styles to Andre Ward. That may be the case, but being able to understand one style and being able to overcome that style are two very different things. With that said, you know, I don't know about how competitive the fight's going to be. I want to think it's going to be a competitive fight, but I'm just not for sure. I do see Andre Ward winning, though. I think he's going to be too fast. I think he's going to land more shots. I don't think there's going to be a lot of exciting moments. Like I said, unless Allan Green's able to land a big punch and stun Andre Ward. If Allan Green's smart, he'll try to go to Ward's body early. Try to slow him down for the later rounds, you know. Take his legs out of it, so to speak. But Allan Green's never been really known as a body puncher, so just don't think I see that happening either. Don't really see too many ways Allan Green's going to win this fight, like I said, unless he catches Andre Ward with a big punch. So, I'm going to go with Andre Ward to win this fight by decision. Hoping it's an exciting fight. Hoping that, you know, in all honesty, I wouldn't mind seeing Allan Green win, just because I think it's more intriguing for the tournament moving forward. But, like I said, time and time again, I just don't see it happening. So, I'm going to go with Andre Ward to win pretty definitively by unanimous decision. That's all I got to say about that fight. I'll probably be back on Sunday to talk about the fight afterwards. Possibly, no guarantees. But until then, check me out on Twitter if you're interested. Link them in the information part under the video as always. Apologies for the quality of this video. I'm just out of it. I don't know why. I'm tired. Maybe it's the fight. Maybe it's the matchup. I don't think so. I think I need to get some fresh air or something, man. Wake my ass up. But I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you think of the fight. Do you think Allan Green has a chance to win this fight? And if so, how? And how do you think these guys are going to fare moving forward in the tournament? That's it for now. Until next time, guys.